Former Special Counsel Jack Smith has given one of his most extensive public interviews since leaving the Justice Department, offering sharp criticism of the current state of the department while defending the work carried out during his investigations involving President Donald Trump. Speaking with MSNBC host Nicole Wallace, Smith said he believes the United States is facing what he described as an unprecedented challenge to the rule of law. Smith, who spent nearly 3 decades working as a federal prosecutor under both Republican and Democratic administrations, emphasized that prosecutors are expected to follow the same legal standards regardless of which political party controls the White House. He noted that during his career he served in multiple administrations, including the first Trump administration, where he was appointed to serve as acting U.S. Attorney in Tennessee before later leading an international war crimes tribunal. Smith argued that prosecutors should base decisions solely on facts and the law rather than political considerations. He also expressed concern about what he described as increasing public criticism directed at career prosecutors and law enforcement officials, saying many public servants continue performing their duties under difficult circumstances. According to Smith, career employees throughout the Justice Department deserve recognition for continuing to uphold legal institutions despite political pressure. During the interview, Smith also discussed his experiences speaking with Americans around the country since leaving government service. He said that while some individuals disagree with the investigations he led, many conversations become more constructive when people discuss the underlying facts rather than political rhetoric. Smith argued that misunderstandings often arise because many people receive only limited information about complicated legal cases. He suggested that public institutions should find better ways to explain legal decisions and evidence in language that is more accessible to the general public. Another major topic involved confidence in the Justice Department itself. Smith said one of the department's greatest strengths has traditionally been the credibility federal prosecutors bring into court. He expressed concern that if judges lose confidence in the government's representations, it becomes more difficult for prosecutors to effectively carry out their responsibilities. Legal experts have noted that trust between federal courts and government attorneys plays an important role in the day-to-day operation of the judicial system. Smith argued that maintaining that credibility should remain one of the Justice Department's highest priorities regardless of political leadership. The former special counsel also reflected on events following his resignation. He said he retained legal counsel after President Trump publicly suggested he should face criminal prosecution. According to Smith, the law firm representing him continued providing legal assistance after becoming the subject of criticism from the administration. Smith praised those attorneys for continuing their representation despite public pressure. He also discussed career prosecutors who have declined to participate in certain cases because they believed doing so would conflict with their professional responsibilities. Smith said many Justice Department attorneys choose public service despite significantly lower salaries than those available in private practice because they view the work as a lifelong commitment to serving the country. He expressed optimism that many experienced career officials remain committed to carrying out their responsibilities according to established legal standards. The interview also touched on President Trump's decision to pardon individuals convicted in connection with the January 6, 2021 attack on the U.S. Capitol. Smith said pardons can have broader implications beyond the individual cases themselves. He argued that such decisions may influence perceptions among both defendants and law enforcement officers regarding accountability and public service. President Trump has defended the pardons, saying many of those prosecuted were treated unfairly and deserved clemency. The issue remains politically divisive, with supporters viewing the pardons as correcting injustices while critics argue they undermine accountability for the events of January 6th. Toward the end of the interview, Wallace asked Smith whether he expected to face criminal charges himself following statements previously made by President Trump. Smith responded that he does not spend much time thinking about personal threats or speculation regarding his own legal future. Instead, he said his focus remains on supporting the colleagues with whom he worked and encouraging continued public confidence in the Justice Department. He praised the investigators, prosecutors, and FBI agents who served on his team, describing them as experienced professionals who dedicated their careers to enforcing the law. Smith concluded by saying he hopes future generations of public servants will continue choosing careers in federal law enforcement despite the challenges facing government institutions. His interview comes as debates continue over the independence of the Justice Department, the role of career prosecutors, and the relationship between politics and the criminal justice system. Those discussions are expected to remain central issues in Washington as legal proceedings and political campaigns continue over the coming months. You're listening to our National Affairs Bulletin. Thank you for listening, and stay tuned for more national and international news throughout the day.